Good morning, Twitch.tv. Good morning to YouTube as well. And, of course, no! We're going. We're speeding through, Sam. We're not stopping. Ain't no stopping this train we on. We're in Zurich. The speed limit is increased in bridges, and there are a whole bunch of trees that cannot be destroyed. Oh no! Our dozers! What shall we do with our dozers? Oh, whatever shall we do with our dozers? It's what people said when they discovered the Van Winkle family asleep on their property. Whatever shall we do with our dozers? Okay. Samurai Sam is here. Samurai Sam was here first. Good morning, Sam. How did my OBS scenes get all fucky? My OBS scenes got all fucky. The windows are too small and big at the same time. Oh, wait a second. Okay, so these two... This is mean. Friggin' trees are forcing me to use a tunnel that I otherwise might not... Okay. Alright, fine. So because these two trees are here, and because we're not allowed to bulldoze them, we have to tunnel these reds through here just to get to this business. So the idea is we can't cut down a single tree so as to pave the way for progress. No. That would be destructive and deleterious to our natural environment. Instead, we must bore through solid rock. We must carve a tunnel through the side of Mount Adlisberg. I feel as though the priorities of this city may be ever so slightly misaligned. But, you know, it'll be fine. I'm sure everything will be A-okay. All right? Well, listen, if a business was going to spawn there, I'm at least glad it's a blue one. Like... Imagine how much of a pain in the ass this would be if it was, say, green. That would be worse. So, I suppose we're going to be okay with this being a blue business. My desk mic is like half a dB too high. There we go. You want to peak at -6. You want to live at the very top of the yellow and just touch the red, maybe. Peak in the red. I was telling this to our good friend Clancy the Crow the other day. Let's take a roundabout. And once more, friends, actually this time, I think we're going to take these reds and run them. We're going to have to tunnel and bridge this, aren't we? Hold on. Yeah, this is going to be awful. Would it be better to go over this way or down that way? I think we prefer an over this way. So let's over this way. We'll tunnel through here, straight down that way. And now these two, once this tunnel detunnelifies itself, yeah, we'll do that and go through here. It'll be fine. So as I was saying to Clancy the Crow the other day, you want to peak right at the top of the yellow, like live in the yellow, peak in the red. It's good advice for audio engineering and mic level setting, and as it turns out, for life. Live in the yellow, peak in the red is a good advice for life, but also we've been in the red. It's not great. It's not great audio-wise. It's not great economically speaking. It's just not great. Fortunately, we can put these two white things here, right down over there. Good morning to you, Clancy the Crow. We were just chatting about the discussion we had the other day about audio levels and life philosophies and all of that good stuff. Oh, God, we stretch. Oh, big stretch. So, hey, for no particular reason, we're certainly not mentioning the horrors or anything, but we're just gonna, hypothetically, right? This is all hypothetical discussions. If you were a person who had, say, 5-ish figures of credit card debt, and 5-ish figures saved away in a retirement account. Would it be better to continue chipping away at that credit card debt and just not touch the retirement account? Or would it be better to take the hit for cashing out the retirement account and then just nuke the credit card debt from orbit? I literally don't know. And recent factors may perhaps be influencing more emergent need for action? Fair to say? Just, is the hypothetical person trying to buy a house or car soon? I mean, define soon? Okay, so here's the thing. By the way, we've got all sorts of things going on. Let's do some things about our things. First, we're going to redo this up here. These two reds. Yeah, okay. So these two reds are going to come over here. They're going to wind up going that away. These two reds are going to be the reds. Well, actually, hold on. Perhaps these two reds are going to be needed for... Well, actually, hold on. Hold on even further than we had previously been on holding. So we're going to motorway number 1, these two reds all the way down to here. That, unfortunately, is going to have to be fine. Next, we'll take... well, first, the obvious thing is these beiges right here are just going to swoop into there. Next, we're going to have to find a place to put a roundabout that doesn't involve hurting this tree, which doesn't exist. So, that's good. Glad we've narrowed that down. So these greens are going to come up here into this roundabout, which definitely exists. Next, these beiges are going to take the southern spur of the roundabout, which definitely exists. And then, we're going to have to draw a northeastern spur of the roundabout, which now definitely exists. In the meantime, we'll put these three over here, and these two come down here, and this goes over there. And the green grass grows all around, and the green grass grows all around. Once this beige car, I think, gets passed out of here, away goes that bridge, in comes this thing. So now, we have... reds come over this way, they tunnel through here, they pick up these beiges, they go into the roundabout. The reds take the eastern spur down to here, the beiges take the southern spur, go past what should be a PCTL, and into here. The greens, incidentally, take the southwest spur of the roundabout, up in here, out the other way, and they wind up over in this business. All of this, of course, is fine. Everyone hates debt, Sam. It is not a good thing. And yet, here we are. So, the hypothetical person who, in case you haven't figured out, is totally the _Goog, is kinda, sorta of the opinion that... Hold on a moment. Yes, I'm of the opinion that... Hold on a moment. No. Well, I was, but now I'm not. I'm gonna need a new, at least new to me, car soon-ish. And, the present plan, and we say air quotes around plan, is through contractually agreed upon, although potentially variable, changes in employment compensation structure over the next 4 years. Basically gonna be able to at least hack away, if not maybe completely nuke from orbit, the credit card debt. And the idea is that once that's done, it's car time. Because my car has 120,000 miles on it and is a Hyundai Accent. And, well, I'm not going to pretend to be a person who knows everything there is to know about cars, but I do know from the experience of owning a Hyundai Accent with 100 and 105 and 110 and 115,000 miles on it that it's not tremendously great to own a Hyundai Accent with 120 and 125 and 130,000 miles on it. And, as Clancy has noted, due to external factors beyond the Goog's control, it will, in all likelihood, shortly become more financially constrictive, more difficult for persons living in countries that are or do business with the United States of America to purchase, well, anything, but also cars. So now, I don't believe that I have enough in my retirement to completely nuke my credit card debt, but it would be nice if when I go to pay Discover every month, the number Discover wants from me was smaller than it is. And I don't expect to get a concrete, definite answer. Yeah, this is the kind of conversation that should probably be had with people who do this sort of thing for a living. And, well, they might be busy soon, but, conversations are in need of being had, I suppose. We're just going to awkwardly staple all of these blues together and pretend that it's fine. Hey, look at excuse me. Look at this thing over here. This is fine. So we're going to do that. This over here has become a circle, which is, again, fine. We're just completely... I mean, listen, I am also possessed of people who sort of know things, and I think it might be this might be a question beyond the purview of people who sort of know things. But hey, if you know people who sort of know things, then it's not the worst idea. It does seem like a bad idea to say, hey, this money, which is ostensibly saved up for when you're 70 years old and not feeling like working anymore, why don't you just, not. But there are also other extenuating circumstances, and again, we're not discussing the horrors, but, the Goog being a gigantic tub of fat person has never been off limits. So... Yeah. Well, anyway, swiftly moving on, lest we be accused of discussing the horrors. I think the number on the it has been X days since we mentioned the horrors sign, it's at 4. So, we'll take, this is a bad set of choices. We'll take a roundabout, I guess. I could roundabout this, but honestly, I probably should have taken the tunnel there, just because, well, we're about to tunnel some stuff, I think. Although, it occurs to me, we do have, well, the present issue is we've got this yellow business, which, yeah, sure is a business. I don't love this idea, but what if we rounded about down this way and just kind of, have all of these greens funnel their way into this roundabout. Also, oh, by the way, this also serves as a way to get yellows from here to here. That seems like conceptually decent, right? If I have another roundabout, I have an idea for what to do with all of these blues and also this beige situation. But, one horrible disaster at a time, I suppose. Hey, if we get another yellow over this way, I can reclaim motorway number 2. Let's put that in position to potentially pre-reclaim motorway number 2. And I have, thankfully, a good credit score. Part of the reason I have not taken full advantage of options that are just let your credit cards go into total repayment and deal with bill collectors and then settle for pennies on the dollar. It'll nuke your credit, but then you'll have no more debt, is because I actually do have good credit. That particular number going up does make Brain feel better. And by Brain, I mean lenders. So, is a complicated situation. I don't know if anyone's ever had this realization or that discussion with themselves. It turns out that the system of financial debt burdens and recoupments and credit that we use in this country is, it turns out, rather complicated. So, yeah, there are factors. So we're gonna chop this off of here so that these 3 houses are bopping into that, and these 4 houses are motorway number 3ing themselves up into this way. The penalties are kind of. It's one thing to stop contributing, which I'm 90% sure I've done. I'm pretty sure I've left my retirement on coast for a while I've been dealing with this. But at the same time, there's a difference between taking your foot off the gas with the retirement savings and actively applying the brakes. And the question is it worth applying the brakes? And the answer is probably just no. The answer here is probably just no, don't do that. It'll be ... fine, we hope. That's probably still the answer. Took traffic lights instead of a tunnel so that we can make this long-desired PCTL over here. It's worth noting that this whole system of credit scores and all that has been in place in this country since, let me check my notes here, 1989. It is literally not older than me. So, Sam says if your credit is still good, he thinks it's probably not worth nuking the retirement to nuke the debt. That's a very fair statement. That's a very fair point, and it's probably also true. Oh boy, this conversation's worth having. Yeah, the number that the credit card companies want is high, but also because I've been a good doobie about giving them some of that number every month for the last forever. They're like, nah, you're good for it. We trust you. Here, have $5,000 more spending on your Discover card. You're good for it. Here, have another $5,000 on your limit. It's fine. It's cool. Keep going. I'm basically getting a free night at the Tropicana. God. All right. I really like a bridge. Could we use a bridge to get these greens over to here, but also these greens up into here? Perhaps I should be more worried about the up into here. I feel as though we've poured several dozen greens at this situation, but perhaps the answer is several dozen more greens. What if we do that? What if, wait a second, I was enacting a plan that needed 2 tunnels to work, and, well, listen, Sam, this is rat wikey. It's not good. We'll openly admit to that. We'll accept that truth statement. Also, this blue over here can probably use the addition of those 2. That'll probably be fine and good. I see no potential issues with that. As to the everything else, well, Aish. Yeah, okay. This is not on fire. This is on fire. We should probably try to put out a fire. Here. let's try to put out this fire. Boy, it sure would be bad if we were on the precipice of a global economic meltdown that was caused by the unilateral actions of one particularly stupid idiot. Glad that's not the case. Anyway, so these are gonna come up here, and we're gonna swoop them down that way, and we're gonna have a PCTL right in this way, and everybody go. Everybody go. Oh yeah. Like this is one of several problems in people's lives that the swift infusion of 7 figures of cash would really obviate. Like if anyone has been sitting on 7 figures of cash and being like, should I give this money to the _Goog? My professional opinion is yes. So I'm slightly biased in this regard, however, but it seems like good financial advice. Yeah, no, my understanding, Sam, is that the concept of credit score is a uniquely American institution. So, yeah, we got that going for us. I believe I've technically stapled I could technically staple all of these yellows to this dying business. So, yeah. US of A, red, white, and blue. As soon as I take this bridge, this yellow business down here is gonna die. That yellow business down there died. Yeah. Hi there. So 1,431 commuters over 77 days in Zurich. It's top 15% in the world, so everybody had trouble today, but not Sam. Drop those samurai slams in the chat. Oh boy. All right. It's fine. Here we go. Let us bring in our very good friend, the Wordle. Tariff is a 6-letter word, so it can't be that. Instead, we'll say that it could be right. It's not, but it could have been. It could be choir. No, it can't. There's an I in that. It could be flower. No, it can't. There's no H in that. It could be... Oh, boy. It could be harmy, you know. Certain political leaders' economic policies are rather harmy. What do you mean that's not a word? What do you mean that's not a word? All right, fine, chef. It could be heard. It's not a word. All right, this is the most yellows I've ever seen. It could it be earth? No, there's no T in earth. Could it be Ursh? I don't think it can be Ursh, but I kind of want it to be Ursh. Oh well. Tariff is a 6-letter word, is the title of the episode, I suppose. I'm sorry. I think we need to take down the number at this point. We've mentioned the horrors. Peter is suggesting that it could be this word, which I'm not even going to try to pronounce, which is not a word in this language. Oh boy. It can't be heart because there's no T, and also all of those letters are yellow. It's not going to be reach because the R, E, and A aren't in those places. Unwalkable. That's our towns, damn it. Now then, the hell is this? It's a good question. It could be... March. No, it can't be March. It could be... It could be Marhay. Marhay's a word, right? No? Okay. What about... Can we give another consideration to Ursh? I really think we're not putting enough consideration into the possibility that it's Ursh. Okay, it's not Ursh. So, the fuck is this word? Like, I have 4 yellow letters and yet no idea. It seems wrong. I feel as though I've done a bad job. Yeah. So it could be, man, help me. I'm sorry. Okay. God, what is this? It could be Rach? No? I'm sorry, that's a word? We're going with that as a word. All right. Well, it couldn't have been that because we knew that the first letter wasn't R, but also there's no okay, so the A and the E and the okay. So the A is neither this. This is one of those logic puzzles. Like, Jim lives in the yellow house. The person who owns the green house drives a hatchback. The person who drives an SUV left an oil stain in someone's driveway. Susie is wearing a pink dress. Who killed Mr. Green? It's one of those. And unfortunately, we don't know. Mr. Green lies dead, and we have no information other than all of the information. It could be pare, which isn't, a word, but could be it could be a rash. It could be a rash. That's not, it's not a word. So it could be a rash. It could be that. It's not that. It could be fresh. Wait, could it be fresh? Have I found it? Wait, no, there's no A. It could be sheer. It could, hold on, could be S. Jesus Christ. Thank you, Peter S. Thank you. Dear God. Away we go. That was astonishing. Let us do today's time guesser. Think Cult of the Lamb puns. Well, as if we needed a sign from the gods that we should do the post game of Cult of the Lamb tonight, rather than start Dragon Age: the Veilguard. I think there you have it. All right, so for today's time guesser, we have a chick with a pot making food of some kind. What do we have here? We've got saltines, we've got various breads, pickles, and spices. Okay, so you're making a weird white stew. Got it. And you're being interviewed for News 12 by some chick. Got it. You are a fan of the New York Knicks. That helps. That tells me we're in New York. This also tells me we're in 2025. Oh, very helpful. You're a wonderful lanyard guy. Thank you, Mr. Camera Fellow. All right, so this is 2025, and we're in the city of New York. It's amazing. If we knew who the hell this person is, we would probably be able to narrow it down even further. Are you some sort of celebrity chef, or perhaps just celebrity famous person? You probably are, that's why you're being interviewed on the news. But also, you could just be out here cooking for the homeless like a nice person. You could be being interviewed for that. Oh, Mr. Camera Fellow was his father. He's just Dwayne. All right, fine. Thank you, Dwayne Camera Fellow. Nope, sorry. Thank you, Dwayne Camera Fellow is a funnier phrase and therefore the title of the episode. Although the sweet, sweet SEO engagement of Tariff is a 6-letter word. Sorry. I did mention earlier that number going up makes brain feel better. So, that sweet, sweet SEO engagement. Avoid the horrors with nonsense is a good life philosophy and a decent title of the episode. Oh, God. All right. So, we're in New York City. It's 2025. Do we want to say exactly where? Do we want to assume that this is Central? I don't think that is Central Park, so we're going to say that that's not. But, yeah, okay. We're in New York City. It's 2025. I think we'll be okay. As always, whenever anyone says they're in New York City, what they mean is they're in Manhattan. Just offended people from the other 4 boroughs and much of the surrounding environs, but it doesn't matter. Oh, it's 2020. My guy! Your lanyard! Okay. Her perpetual stew, which lasted 60 days. I have a question. Do most perpetual things last for... Okay. Anyway. So, I understand that there are 4 bus routes going this way. I understand that. At the same time, it is funny to me to imagine that there are 83,848,586 people going that way and 51 people coming this way. Clancy has, I believe, correctly identified that this, thanks to this whole thing right here, this is most likely Jolly London Town. As to the win of it, we'll get to that. I have to cough first. There. I have successfully coughed, and you didn't hear it. Hooray for mute buttons. I just did a dramatic turn and point to my webcam, which doesn't matter because it's not on. So, okay. Anyway, this is the Scottish Widows Fund and Life Assurance Society. Okay, so this doesn't, provide monies for those who have lost their husbands. It's just a pat on the backs and perhaps dating tips. Got it. When is this? This is a very 1970s van. So, on the other hand, this is a very not 1970s vehicle. So, let's say Jolly London Town 1968? Maybe? 71? 71? I could get behind Jolly London Town 1971. Actually, I think the van's just a little bit ahead of its time. I think I'm like a decade early. Jolly London Town 1964? Let's go for that one. Jolly London Town 1964. Somewhere in the shadow of Large Benjamin. So, let's see. Large Benjamin is over here, as I recall, because it's part of... yeah, there. No, wait, that's Elizabeth Tower. That's a different thing. But that also has a... Is that a different thing? Because that's a thing with the clock. There are only so many clocks in Jolly London Town. I'm sorry. Now, we are down the street looking up at that away. We're going to say we're here-ish, and it is 1964. Seem reasonable? Seem horribly wrong, actually. Well, not horrendously wrong, but... We're in Ireland. Turns out the British one of those is bigger. Well, hold on. Turns out the Londonish one of those is bigger. I probably should have paid more attention to the fact that the side of this thing said Ireland. Oh well. Next, we are in an airport. Specifically, one with signage in Arabic. Which is fucking amazing, because I don't read Arabic. Great. Is all of your signage in Arabic? No. Alright, so you have planes going to Dhaka, Johannesburg, Algiers, Bahrain, Kuwait, Dar es Salaam, Muscat, Paris, Manchester, Athens, Tunis, London, and all of those things. Great, amazing, okay. And these are all Does that say Qatar Air? That does say Okay, so I think we're probably in Qatar. Would be my guess. Although we also have, I don't know, I can't read that one. It might be Emirates. So, yeah, we're in Qatar. Or Qatar. I don't know how that country's pronounced. We're going to say both and therefore offend everyone. Can we narrow down which airport? Possibly. Maybe. We're giving away a meal voucher for rabbit Parkinson's. It's a terrible disease, really, rabbit Parkinson's. It's struck down so many great people in their times, like the great actor Michael J. Hops. So happy I nailed that punchline. Anyway, God, we're in Qatar. I'm in so much trouble. Oh, God. Where's Qatar? It's around here somewhere, right? Could be Boston Red Sox pitcher Cutter Crawford. That's right, sports pun. All right, Cutter, where's your airport? Do you have one of those? I mean, presumably you do. Hi there. All right, so we're in Hamad International Airport in Qatar. We're going to say that we're here. And when are we? That's a good question, actually. That could have been taken yesterday. It could have been taken in 1992. Probably wasn't taken in 1992. Gonna guess. But, I don't know, man. 2014? Yeah, okay. 2014. It was 2008. And I was somehow 3 miles away while still in the airport. That sounds right. Being 3 miles away while still in the airport? Sure. Next. Oh, God. All right. You are Akabante. Okay, so is this like one of those Beatles shirts with 4 names of people on it? Okay. Ow. It was true that there were very few phones there. All right, so we got dudes on trucks. Dudes on trucks with boxes. And also cameras. We have rather early 80s looking automobile. I would really like to know where the hell we are, but Nope. Oh, we're getting somewhere. All right. So this is these are the Xerox facilities. Everyone has to have barbed wire fencing around their notary public offices. This is a tree advertising a place where they sell maps. Okay. Very important. Where is that, though? Like, where might they sell maps in the world? Somewhere in it, most likely. Okay. What do we, All right, well, demographically speaking, we're thinking Southeast Asian? India? Seems reasonable, I think. This is one of the cooler dudes who's ever been photographed, I must say. Just lean back with your... Okay, I was like, you got your white t-shirt, you got your jeans, you got your cross-arm pose, and your kind of flexy stance and all of that. The sandals hurt a lot. It must be said. Like, this look really wants, like, maybe some combat boots. Like if this was black combat boots, this dude would be 80% cooler. The sandals hurt a lot. That having been said, yeah, probably Southeast Asia, not really India feeling. Maybe Vietnam, Indonesia. Yeah, sounds reasonable. Yeah, okay. Indonesia, 1986. Indonesia, 1986. Can we say Indonesia, 1986? Seems entirely conceptually possible. It was, in fact, the Philippines, 1986. We'll take it. Fine. 1,700 miles away and just a big ol' I'll take it. All right. Hi there, Danish child with a computer. We say Danish because, well, hi. I'm pretty sure that's Denmark. That's a Danish flag, right? We're all Danes here, I assume. What school are we at? This would help a lot. Something on Thailand. Uh-oh. Oh, this is apparently Norway. That's the same thing. It's the same thing. Also, this child is entirely too young. I know it's Europe and all of that, but this child is entirely too young to be being influenced by big giant beer advertisements. Like, what are we doing here? There's children present. Hobbs, how did you allow this? How could you endorse this, Hobbs? Oh, I've been betrayed by a fake cat, and also a pig that looks like Peter Griffin from a distance. Up close, it doesn't really look like Peter Griffin, but at a distance, okay. Anyway, yeah, we're guessing there's no internet here. There is, in fact, Scotch tape, however. So, yeah, okay. We're gonna say, well, we could say that we're Norway, but also that's American flag. So, we're in some weird hybrid of Norway and the United States. By which I mean, fuck it, we're just in Norway. Hi there. How dare you? How dare they GoComics.com? Now, as to the win of this computer, this is an exceedingly 1980s computer. Yeah, we're gonna literally say 1984 just for the Macintosh of it all. So this one's Norway, right? Nope, that's Norway, and Sweden, and Iceland, and Finland, and Germany. Now in one piece. I'll stop. Norway, specifically Oslo, because it's closer to other places in case we're wrong. Oslo, 1984? Sure. It is Norway, 1993. All right, fine, whatever. 39,303 seems like a decent enough get on the time guesser. It, considering the nailing and the sort of nailing and the nailing and the not really with the nailing, but okay, 39,303. It's a good score. Damn it. For today's Immaculate Grid, we need Reds and Royals and Blue Jays and Pirates and dudes what played the outfield and dudes what stole 30 bases in a season. A dude who played for the Blue Jays and stole 30 bases in a season is Otis Nixon? Maybe? Otis Nixon? I think he played for the Blue Jays. Was he fast when he played for the Blue Jays? Yes. Yes, indeed he was. Dude who played for the Reds and the Pirates, per Sports Pun's suggestion, that's Chappie. It's Boston Red Sox closer, Aroldis Chapman. Peter S. has taken off to play Dragon Sweeper. It is a good game. I beat Dragon Sweeper, and it was one of those games where as soon as I beat it, I was like, yeah, I'm done with this, but it was fun. So it's a good game. It is a good and fun game. Dude who played the outfield for the Kansas City Royals is Covelli Lois Crisp. And a dude who played for the Royals and Pirates, probably also Aroldis Chapman. Actually, I think he played for the Royals, but, can't hold that against him too much, I suppose. There are other things. Dude who played for the Reds and Blue Jays is, man, I don't know. I mean, it runs in a browser, Sports Pun, so I figure you could theoretically play it on your phone, but I don't think you'd wanna. I don't really think you'd wanna. The Reds and Blue Jays had a big trade one time. Okay. Good. Was this in like 1997? Was a little bit before the Blue Jays got good last decade. So just before the Jose Bautista Blue Jays, the Blue Jays got one of the Reds' star players. I'm sorry, the Reds had star players in the early 2010s? Press X to doubt, Sam. A Cincinnati Red who played the outfield is Adam Dunn. That went horrendously wrong, but it was funny. Dude who played, actually, come to think of it, a dude who played for the Cincinnati Reds and Toronto Blue Jays is Jose Bautista, isn't it? Oh, Jay Bruce. No, wait, Jay Bruce never played for it's Jose Bautista. Jose Bautista never played for the Blue Jays. God damn it. A dude who played the outfield and had a 30 stolen base season is, I don't think it's Mookie Betts. So I don't think he ever put up 30 steals. I think he used to be fairly fast, and now he's not. But, so a dude who played the outfield and had 30 stolen bases in a season is Jacob Ellsbridge, former Boston Red Sox player of it all. And a dude who played for the Pirates and had 30 steals in a season is, man, I don't fucking know. Was Roberto Clemente fast? I don't think he was, but name a historically great Pittsburgh Pirate. Yeah, okay, fine. Name a historically decent Pittsburgh Pirate? Was it Freddie Sanchez? Was not Freddie Sanchez, actually. Could have been Barry Bonds. Okay, fine. Okay, fine, that's a historically great Pittsburgh Pirate. Fine, you're correct. All right, fine. So this has been an immaculate grid, which means that it has been an episode of Good Morning Mini Motorways. Folks, we are going to take off at this moment, but all things being the same, I shall return later this evening with more Cult of the Lamb. We will explore whatever the post-game has to offer us, and in all likelihood, that's probably going to start around 5:30 rather than 5, because I have a fairly busy afternoon, but it's like one short thing, and then one short thing, and then one short thing, and then, oh, hey, it's 5. So, yeah, we're going to start around 5:30 with Cult of the Lamb, and right now, I'm going to say goodbye. Goodbye.